it's me, Courtney, and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be trying out some of the new Fenty Beauty products, the Stalker Bronzer. I did pick up one of the highlighters. This one is Penny4uthots. I also picked up the cheek hugging bronzer brush. But yeah, so if you are interested in how all of these wear, then please continue to watch. If you are wondering why my hair is like this, usually like when I want like a little beachy wave, this is sort of what I do for it. Like I'll twist it up and put it in little buns and then sort of take them out to get some sort of wave situation going on. All right, so for the first product we're gonna try out, this is the Stalker Bronzer. These are gonna run you about $30, and they do come in 8 different shades. I got the shade Bajan Gyal. As you can see, the packaging is really pretty. Most Fenty Beauty packaging is about like this. And this is the color. So I did pick up the 190, I think. Yeah, 190 bronzer brush. This is the one that's like the cheek sculpting one. It's a little bit bigger than the highlighting one that they had. Now this brush will run you $36, but it is extremely soft and movable, and it is a very unique shape for a bronzer brush. I'm gonna go ahead and dip into the bronzer. Now if you did wanna, whoa. Now if you did want to kind of cut your cheek with this, you definitely can. So real quick, I want to show you guys. So this is the side that has no bronzer, and this is the side with bronzer. You see how it brings just a little bit more warmth to the skin. I really like this color. And to me, this is a little bit more of a subtle bronzer than I go for. I usually go a lot darker. But I really like this color. I like how it works with the foundation. By the way, I am wearing the Fenty foundation today. I did not set, like I set under my eyes, but I didn't set the rest of my face just because I wanted more of a dewy look today. But yeah, so that's what the bronzer looks like. I think it's really pretty. Alright, so the next thing that I picked up was the Penny4uthots highlighter. Love the name, by the way. The other 2 highlighters that I was interested in, one was the afternoon snack. I think it's called Mean Honey. Mo Honey, that's what it's called, yeah. The duo, but like I said, my Sephora didn't have that one. And then the other one was the red one that she came out with that they kind of took back because of all of the controversy. Those 2 I am really interested in, and like I said, once I do get my hands on those, I will definitely swatch those for you. In the meantime, this is what Penny4uthots looks like. There is a little bit more of a chunkier glitter situation in this one. I don't know if you guys can sort of see that reflect. It is still a very beautiful color. Now this color is too deep for my skin tone to be a highlighter. However, I'm going to use it as like a blusher, just to see if I can work with it that way. I did put on a little bit extra than I usually would, just so you guys can visually see it. So that's what it looks like. It does have a nice shimmer, but as you can see, there are little glitter particles in it, which I do think I can kind of do without, if I'm being honest. The color is really pretty, but like I said, it is a little heavily put on there. I did put it on there heavily, so I'm gonna take a brush and sort of null it down a little bit. And again, with the glitter, even when I sort of buffed everything out, the glitter does spread a little bit, and it kind of got on my shirt, so I could do without that aspect of it. However, I think the color is really pretty. It does have that underlying sheen underneath it, which I really enjoy. So I think to finish off my face today, I'm gonna go in the Minted Mojito / Sandcastle Killawatt foil. This of course is a little bit older. I think she released this last summer. I'm gonna use this color right here, which I believe is Sandcastle. Yep, Sandcastle for the highlights and all of that beautifulness. All right, I feel like every product that I've tried from Fenty Beauty is very pigmented. Now don't get me wrong, there have been some hits and misses for me. Obviously, like I wasn't really a fan of the concealers. For my under eyes, it didn't really work for me, which I will leave a link to that video somewhere where I sort of reviewed that. Alrighty, so this is what the final look is looking like. In this case, this Stalker Bronzer, to me, I feel like they did have a few different colors that I could have used. I am actually happy with this one. It gave me like a nice subtle bronze situation, to the point that it's not completely red, completely orange, or anything like that. I do typically go darker. A lot of times that's only because a lot of brands only do about 3 bronzers, if that. And usually I'm between the middle shade and the dark shade, and if I go with the middle shades, you can't see it on my skin tone. So I always go with a darker bronzer, whereas with the Fenty bronzers, I was able to literally get a perfect bronzer shade for myself, which I'm very, very happy and excited about. I would suggest going in this store if you can to really swatch them in person. Like I said, there are 8 shades, and you might think that you're one color, but you can definitely get away with like different ones. I don't know if I said this already or not, but the Bajan Gyal shade, which is this one, is a warm tone. And from what I gathered, all of the bronzers have either a warm or a neutral. I am gonna go back and pick up the neutral shade that's right after this one, just to see if I can kind of use it as a powder contour. As far as the actual brush goes, I am gonna have to get a little bit used to it, I guess, only because I'm so used to like doing this motion with it. And with this shape, you don't necessarily have to do that, because it's angled right here. It kind of lays on the cheek, and it puts your product exactly where you want it. It is still movable to kind of play around with it like this, which I still did. But it is a little bit more precise than I'm used to, and I actually think I like it. I'm gonna play around with this with a few different bronzers, a few different cheek products, and see what the best application technique is for it, as well as what bronzers work and what might not. And as for the Killawatt foil, I think I've already kind of said everything that I needed to say. While I do love the actual color, the glitter particles, even now you can start to see it kind of spreading down my face a little bit. The glitter particles in this specific one are a little bit chunkier than a lot of her other products, a lot of the other foils that I've used from her. As I said before, this color is a little bit dark, and I did go in to buff it out a little bit just to sort of blend it in with everything a little bit better. And when I did do that, a lot of the chunky glitter particles in this did fall on my shirt. So I don't know, it's just one of those things. I'm not mad at it, and I'm definitely still gonna use it. This is probably gonna be like a summer blush for me. If you guys are interested in any of the other products that are on my face, I will definitely leave that in the description box below. But yeah, that about does it for me. Hopefully this was helpful and informative. If so, go ahead and leave me a thumbs up. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video if the mood suits you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.